Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I'd like to introduce you to the GameX Mega and Doom Cinematic Universe Theory thing. Uh, yeah, part 1, the timeline. Hold on, wrong. Hold on, there we go. This is basically the timeline. Better Ava Sam's Diners. It's like the first order, it's the first game. One day in like 2020 or 2021, Dasher Corp, the company behind the fictional diner, decided to open an Ava Sands diner, a restaurant full of killer animatronics, to the public because they are greedy and so successful IP. So they decided to milk it to the ground. Unfortunately, on one fateful day in 2021, COVID-19, I'm just kidding, little Timmy got brutally mauled by the Alex animatronic in the back room. Yeah, I think that's worse than COVID-19. I don't know. I mean, I'd rather get sick and be in quarantine than get brutally mauled by an animatronic. But yeah. Let's just go with what was originally on the script and not what I was gonna go with. Yeah. Resulting in his death. No crap, he got mauled by an image or something. According to the phone, Clanker! On night 3. Speaking of him, during his shift, which I assume is 1 week before your shift, because, like, there's no way he's working the same time as you. Like, he got kidnapped by the animatronics and died. He should have been talking about Alex behind his back. Kinda served. Uh, after you beat the game, ooh, we don't exactly know what happens, but since this game takes place 2 years after the mauling of 21, which means it takes place in 2023, we're just gonna assume you quit because killer animatronics, you got your money and you quit, and you just watched Ava and Friends because it's 2023 and it just released. Now to the next game, GCM's Haunted House. Yeah. This game doesn't really have any hints to when it takes place. Unlike Rad, where it literally just gives you a date. So I'm just assuming it takes place after Rad. Wouldn't make sense if there was a sister location about GXM. If the show is about Ava Sands, so Ava Sands and friends, I don't know why it'd be they make a place about GXM to make a sister location about Ava Sands. That just doesn't make sense to me. So yeah. Diner was just as kinda Dasher Corp decided to open up a sister location about GXM. Now you, Joey, yes, that is canonically a Night Guard's name, but a Night Guard, I mean you, were dumb enough to sign up for this job. The good thing is that we got a mechanic for the animatronic Zach as our phone guy. Yeah, he worked on the animatronics. I sure hope his knowledge of the animatronics won't lead to his death. Yes, it is foreshadowing. Anyways, on night 2, we learned, you like my image, yeah. On night 2, we learned that there was originally gonna be 4 Nightmare animatronics instead of 3. Yeah. Whatever, it's only 3 because of him. Thank you, him. I've got to put this here, hold on. Thank you, him. After being glazed by Zach, he tells us that one of the one of the free nightmare animatronics doesn't is shy, camera shy, and if we look at them, he's gonna brutally maul us. Well, she's gonna brutally maul us. So yeah. And then he just points out that the window in one of the rooms keeps blanket breaking. And I sure do wonder why that window keeps breaking. Probably because there's an animatronic in there. I don't know. Probably because there's an animatronic with a knife in there. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably another. It's probably just another probably a different animatronic with a sharp object in their hand. Yeah. Unfortunately, Greyhound South 9416 finds out my last name is Madden. Uh, for some reason, probably some generational trauma. I don't know. He just hates people named Madden. Uh, after rambling on about this him, he gets jumped and dies, which is kind of deserved. Oh, and speaking of that, I'm talking about the shark object, as Essus killed him, but yeah, probably shouldn't gave an animatronic that can move a knife. And I know you knew they could move because you designed them. Yeah. Unfortunately, Charge GCM's also racist toward people with Madden as their last name, so yeah, he gave you multiple threats, gives us multiple threats on night 4 and 5, so yeah. After we beat night 5, wait, like, unlike that, they gave us a screen, unlike that, it was just, menu, but they gave us a screen, so yeah. I'm pretty sure like cutscene of the first game, or maybe I think I believe it's actually rezoned. We don't talk about rezoned. Like basically like the character you play as is dead. Yeah, he's dead. So I don't think he got paid, unlike that last guy from Arison's Diner. I don't think he got paid and quit. I think he died. GXM's Party Place 1, 2, and 3. Honestly, I'm quite lazy, so yeah, I'm not gonna skip, I'm just gonna explain it in very little detail. Uh, anyway, they stopped giving the animatronics knives because of the thing, yeah. So they're becoming smarter, yeah. And fortunately for Scratch Cat, the thing won't happen again. So yeah, yeah, he's not gonna die. Trust me, because like the thing was him dying. So yeah, he's not gonna die. Actually, I'm gonna die. Just but the phone guy don't know that, so we don't know that. Thinking the phone guy, he freaking dies again on night 4. Like if you're on a phone guy. Like what's with these phone guys dying? Phone guy died night 4. And then like in this game, he also died. And now this guy dies. Like, bro. I think it's just a curse. Every phone guy that ever phones the guy dies. It's just a generational curse. But instead of it being, like, family generations, it's just phone guys. It's a FNAF fan game curse. Oh, and he gets, no, we get jumped. We get jumped by the guy that jumped the previous guy from the last game. So yeah, yeah, deja vu. Uh, yeah. 3 weeks after GXM's party place collapsed, I forgot to mention that it collapsed. That's it. That's trouble now. That's it right there. Trust me. The idiot we're playing as decided to fix an obvious. I mean, why would even go into the rebel and pull out a freaking robot? I mean, if you know the place exists, you probably heard about, I don't know, a kid getting boned, or, uh, I don't know, someone dying, two people dying, maybe three if you count, like, the phone guy from that. There's actually four if you count that little Timmy, two if you don't count that. We're counting that for this video, so it's four. Yeah, four people died. There's this company, you still decide, maybe I should take one of these robots and try and fix it. I wouldn't even be touching that thing for 10-foot pole while it's in its current state. And you're trying to fix it up. Kinda stupid of you. So yeah, now your town is cursed with bad luck, and there's a bunch of animatronics and rotting corpses trying to kill you. Now sadly, like, one person gets sad, who's dying at the end. Next game, sometime after GCM's Party Place 2, Saber, it's like a villain and a and friends, you know this show, you know the show we talk about. Yeah. Yeah, pretty bad. Party Place 2 is like, this person's girlfriend, and you are waiting for them at the movie theater, but since they're dead, they're not gonna come. Wrong. Too early. So since you're bored and unemployed, you decide to get a job. Now you're dead. Because the fancy smancy animatronics only get quirky at night. Yeah. Oh, this guy, yeah, he isn't just there because he's, like, in this video. Not this video, but, like, the video on screen. But he's also, like, he's also in the game canonically. You're not that guy, like, he's really a phone guy that hijacks your system. Yeah. Oh my god, even more proof that his theory. I feel like basically, like, it's, it's not this thumbnail, but, like, there's a little hand puppet like Funtime Freddy from Sister Location. There's like Avi saying, which proves this theory even more. I forgot about that about writing the slide, which means one of these Vader slides become inaccurate, sorta. Not really. Yeah. We don't talk about Rezoned because it got cancelled and we already have video by it. Also, yeah. Next game, Chromatic Chronicles 1 Week of Rainbows. Haven't really played it. Well, I've seen videos about it. I don't know much about this, but I give you probably just squeeze it in the timeline, you know? It doesn't have to be canon, but I mean, if you check the game show page, it's literally an ANF character, like a character in the ANF style, on like second game's cover. The second game got canceled, so we could probably squeeze it in there if we want to. If we can't squeeze it in there, just make it non-canon. You know, it's not that. Yeah, just gonna squeeze it in there. Let's just assume that, yeah. After all the accidents that happened in the first 15, in the first 13 slides, Dasher Corp does not even want to associate with the IP that they ruined. Yeah, they ruined the IP and they're just gonna ignore it like it wasn't them that ruined it. They're just disassociating from the IP, like they weren't the ones that ruined the IP. They weren't the ones that caused all the accidents. It wasn't their location, it was ANF's location. Even though it was the one in charge of the IP there or something like that. So yeah. They waited till the drama dies down. And in the meantime, while they waiting there, it's like Chromatic Chronicles. When you search for Chromatic Chronicles, you get, we got killed at Ava says diner. You get new restaurant or something like that. Cause like it's completely unrelated. Trust me. This is a rainbow guy. These are rainbow guys. These are quirky guys with superpowers. These are just rainbow guys. Now, this one's gonna be a little short. Every night at 8 by Sands, Eternal Nights. Is it Eternal? I'm not sure. Hold on, let me check. Eternal. Yeah, it's Eternal Nights. Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, wait. Oh yeah, okay. So, yeah, if I had to place it somewhere, it probably places it after, like, like the drama died down enough. So, yeah, that's why they made a whole other location. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Yeah. Great. I love to see it. Part two, extra things. My Fury isn't the best, and there are some flaws, even though there aren't, and this is flawless. I'm still gonna point out these quote-unquote flaws. That and Game Mega Party Place, GPP Trilogy never references each other at all. Got the S. Dang it. Even though they do, I mean, GPP, well, it's not really exactly bad. It's more like it's aliasing. But still, that means aliasing exists, which means that aliasing, uh, aliasing exists. They're acknowledging that they just made a freaking entire franchise and sister locations off of, like, it's one guy's sidekick. And why did you make it a sister location? About the sidekick if I haven't even made the main location. Which is why it matters, can it? Trust me. Oh yeah, so like most of the games on Ever's holds that it's highly possible that every game over there party place take place in the same universe. I mean uh GXM's Haunted House and the GXM's Party Place trilogy. Every other game could take place in an alternate universe. And since every night at Ava Sands isn't out yet, I could probably disprove my theory, but I'm not sure about that. I mean, I can't prove my theory, but I can't disprove it. I mean, if you don't have a reference, I could still probably cram it in there. Just because there's no reference doesn't mean it didn't happen. You can't prove something that it's hard to prove something didn't happen. Way easier to prove something did happen. So, even if they don't put any references to past games, I, I can't hold up. References to other games that either means that those games are games inside that universe, and they take place in the same universe. Hold on. I don't know, tell me those two. Like if it takes place, so like if it's a reference to, let's just name a random GXM, another one of GXM's games that wasn't in here. 69 hours at chat. Yeah, that. Now you make a appearance like at your of reference in Ever Nights at AY's and a theory more complicated or strengthen my theory. Oh, and speaking of 69 hours at chats, I didn't put it in here, but uh that game's just chaos and it's more like a joke game. So when you think about it, if it is canon, it could take place in a pocket dimension. I don't know, just saying. Maybe like I don't know. The first one makes sense, but the second one's not gonna make much sense. Maybe like Chet's like this god or something, and that's why they're worshiping him with references in universe or something. I don't know. That would be funny, but it's most likely not gonna happen. So yeah, that's all I wanted to point out. Yeah. Uh, anyway, that's the GameX Mega and Dupe Cinematic Universe. Even though it isn't cinematic, it's games. I didn't. I was too lazy to find the word. So yeah. 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 Uh. Yeah. Have a nice day. Bye.